So hey guys, what's up? Back again from the dead. Back again for another YouTube video, man. We've been quite busy with a lot of things, and now we're back. So yeah, hey, hooray! Rob, you can put on some kids clapping voice in the background. That's so funny. So yeah, anyways, that aside, we're here to review this awesome piece of technology, GT 1030. No one talks about this graphic card. Everyone brags about the GT. Was it GT? Oh, of course, because it's changed to the RTX now. So GTX 1080 Ti. That's what all the cool kids want. That's what all the cool kids want. Nobody wants to talk about this. So it's like all this Linus tech. I love you, Linus, by the way. Linus, Jay's 2 cents. Everyone talks. All the big boys are talking about these graphic cards that cost a ton. But what about us poor niggas? People who are poor, who can't afford this. You know, I mean, sound poor in a way, it's a bit offensive. I don't mean it that way in the offensive way, but I mean some people who are on a limited budget. You know, let's try not to sugarcoat it. If you don't have the money to afford a GTX 1080 Ti like I do, you want to get yourself a decent graphic card. The best graphic card for your money right now is the GTX 1060. Forget about that 20 shit. You don't need that freaking RTX ray tracing technology. That's still only few games support that, and it's unnecessary. What I would suggest, get yourself a GTX 1060 6GB. That's about the best bang for a buck. But let's say you're a gamer who doesn't have that much money. You want to go with something way cheaper than that because you're somewhere where there's a lot of taxes. You don't have the money. You want to try to convince your parents to pay for that. Whatever reason, you want to get yourself something cheap, something that works. You want to play games. You don't care about graphics. You don't care about the frame rate. All you want to do, you want the game to start running, playing it. That's it. So yeah, let's unbox this beauty. I just got it for you guys. Let's try to open it. Let's try to unbox it. That's, try to enjoy the unboxing experience with you guys. Plot twist, I've already opened it before to have a look at it, but I'm just gonna pretend that this is my first time. So that's what comes into the box. I don't know if there's anything interesting in here, like stickers, because I mean, you're paying so little for this graphic card. I don't expect them to leave any goodies in there like stickers or whatever. This comes from EVGA, and I'll get to why it's important to know which graphic card to choose. So that's it. I'll keep this just in case we need it to. So that's the graphic card. It's very small. It's very funny in a way, and the heatsink is very tiny. Along with the, now these blades are pretty sharp, man. And there's a fan. I picked the fan for a reason. What the hell? I've just noticed that. No HDMI. Fuck. No HDMI. So now it's a problem, guys, because now I understand why this piece of shit got. Okay, whatever. Because we now have to go find a DVI adapter. Where do we find a DVI adapter, man? Where can we, have to go rummage? Rummage is a ravage, is it? Go, wreck our storage room trying to find a DVI adapter or DVI cable. Okay, whatever. So anyways, it's probably for some places where they still haven't heard of HDMI, where it's too freaking expensive. If you'd have a graphic card without an HDMI port, man, let's move on. So this thing comes in 2 versions. And I don't know why they didn't call the other version the GT 1020. They still call it GT 1030, but there is something that you need to be aware of. There is a DDR4 and a DDR5 version. What we have here is the DDR5 version, which supposedly it should be better, but then of course EVGA went in and screwed us over and removed the HDMI port, so I don't know what's the point. So the DDR5 has, of course, faster memory, so that means it's faster. It operates actually and performs almost 20%, 15 to 20% faster than the DDR4 version. Rob, you probably didn't even know that. A graphic card that comes with a DDR4 memory at this point, like on this day in Earth. So it's useless. Don't avoid it. If you're planning to invest in a DDR5, I consider this a warning, guys. No, trust me, the money that you're gonna save is not worth it. You pay for a little bit more to get yourself a superior product. DDR5 whenever you're getting the GT 1030. The reason why I chose the one with the fan is because if we overclock that, it will give you a little bit more of a performance boost, obviously. But since this is a very, in a way, budget graphic card and weak, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, honestly. Overclocking yields a lot of results, so it's a good thing. It's always good to know that you have that little extra potential. You can push it a little bit, few percent, few percent one, that sounds stupid. You can squeeze a little bit more out of it. So that's why I got the fan, so it could keep itself cool. That's the whole point. So how does this perform? This is actually more of an unboxing and an overview. It's not a benchmarking video where we test it out. So I'm gonna test out some games. Most definitely will be Final Fantasy, of course, because that's the only game I play, and that's what the game that you guys will be getting freaking footage out of. You get used to it. If you guys want to check out how will this perform in Fortnite, Rob, get the camera out. Pick the camera up so people complain like, how does it run Fortnite? I want to see how, you know. That's my freaking desktop that I play Fortnite in. Don't have me to play Fortnite. I'm a very horrible player. And who's ready to open this to get the graphic card out? It takes forever to get the goddamn thing out. I ain't gonna open it. It ain't worth it. I don't have 1 million subscribers or for 1 million viewers to go through all the trouble. So don't be complaining. Well, like this, so you didn't do any preparation. And by the way, the microphone is there, so for those who didn't hear me, put the camera on me. Put the camera on me. Try to open this. So for you niggas who couldn't hear what I said, I'm not gonna open that computer you just saw in a minute over there and try to squeeze this thing in and replace it with the graphic card that is already, fixed in there. So it's gonna be a long process. So here, can you hear me? I don't have 1 million subscribers, so until I become as big as Linus Tech, at least quarter way to where Linus Tech is, I'm not gonna go in and go through the trouble. So I heard some people on the internet, Rob, complaining. I was like, you guys, that's a very horrible production quality. You guys, where's the script? Well, you know what? How about you do this shit for yourself, motherfucker? I'm making a video. I'll 10 subscribers. I've just, do it out. Very poor numbers out. Like freaking 20 subscribers I've already left to get like, oh shit. You know what? That's equals like 20% of that's 20% of your entire subscription base, it's left. You can say 20%, but please don't leave, guys. We love you guys. Whatever. Let's just get the thing. Let's test this out. That's the only game we got installed. So we're gonna go borrow Winnie's PCs and then try to fix this thing into it. So yeah. Well, anyways, and I don't know. Maybe once we're done testing this, I don't think I will be able to use this for anything. Maybe I'll give it away to some lucky nigga. So we will go try to ask Winnie so she can give us the chance so we can use her PC and we can try it out. So let's go, Rob. If you don't mind joining me for a little quick tour. So yes. So Winnie, we want to try using this on your PC. We want to try it out. It's up for a YouTube video.
No.
Whatever. I pay for your salary, by the way. I don't know why you're refusing. Let's go. I'll find a slipper. Alright. You know what? Screw Winnie's PC, that piece of shit. We've got what's better. Check this out. Oh, there you go. Nice. This machine. We'll try it out on this machine. So, just so that the graphic card wouldn't be a contributing factor into the processor or the RAMs will be what's a very bad contributing factor to the slowing down of the computer. We will put it in a very powerful machine. So this has a 1070. We'll replace the 1070 with this piece of shit. And lucky, look, I was making fun of the thing lacking an HDMI. We were using a DVI cable from the beginning. So, well, yeah, let's just plug it in and see how it goes. 60 frames? Well, if you can zoom up, there's a lot of major screen tearing, but damn, it's stable. It's pretty stable. Yeah, it's just running 60 frames. 60 frames? Well, if you can zoom up, there's a lot of major screen tearing, but damn, it's stable. It's pretty stable. Yeah, it's just running 60 frames on this piece of shit of a graphic card. Damn, it's 60 frames. Yeah, damn. Wow, this is very much playable on a GT 1030. Okay. So let's see how high does the frame rate go, right? 60 is a drop, 50. So it's at 60. We uncapped it, and you will get 60 frames, which is of course the most preferred frame rate for playing. 60. But now it's stable 60. And this graphic card is very capable. Either Fortnite is a very generous game that likes to work, that doesn't require a powerful GPU, or this graphic card is really decent. So let's see, what if we put it on max, and just try epic, and see what's the frame yield. Oh wow, yeah, that's where things start to kick the bucket. So a playable frame is 30. 60 is what you would aim for a game as such. But let's see if we can get another game tested out. If not, we'll just end the video inside the studio. Okay, so we have replaced, as you can show, the graphic card with the 1063 GB that was in there. This hulking beast. Can you see that little graphic card over there? The difference is very big. So excuse the voice quality. I had to kind of, come in here because it's a mess. Look at how many screens are there. We had to come in here with another extra screen, find the DVI cable, find a screen that has a DVI. It's a long process. So DVI, having just only the choice of using DVI is a process. What should have been a very quick review turned out to be a very long process. That's the longest video that we ever had to shoot and work with due to the lack of DVI cable. It makes it very complicated. So now we're running Final Fantasy. We tried Fortnite. Now we're trying Final Fantasy. Let's see. That's the graphic card. It's not 1080. Let's set it up to 60. That's the maximum resolution. And where do we set the frame rate? These are the graphic settings. It's running on maximum, which is at the lowest. And we will set the frame rate to 1 so we can see how far can the graphic card go. So you have the choice of either stable 60 with the lowest graphic settings if you care about frame rate. If frame rate is not an issue, you can play at 30 with a little bit of finer details of the graphic card. So point is, we played an MMO, it's running great. We played Fortnite, it also runs great. And the graphic card costs around 110. You can find it for $100 to $120, depending on the version. I think the one we've got is around 130 because it has a fan. We have not tried overclocking the graphic card, but with a little bit of overclocking, I think you can achieve more. So yeah. So Woody, I want to ask you a question. How about we keep this for you because it's black and it matches the set, and we'll take this. You can still play Final Fantasy, no problem.
No, thank you.
Well, okay, no problem. That's not the way she usually said it, but it's just because there's a camera roll and that's what she said. Thank you. That's it. So alright, in conclusion, we have tried this with 2 games, Fortnite and Final Fantasy, and the thing ran perfectly. I love it. For the price and the size, it's perfect. We have never overclocked it yet, and it's been running fine, really awesome. On the lowest setting, you will get stable 60. Fortnite, medium settings, you'll still get stable 60. And I love it. I was really impressed with what this small little graphic card could do. My only complaint is the fact that it has DVI. DVI usually, if it's a dual channel, it can run up for like high frame rates, because some HDMI cables won't push it above 60 frames. So with a DVI, dual channel DVI, you can make sure that it will be running with that to 144 hertz and above. But the problem is this wouldn't even reach that high. So the fact that it has a DVI kind of defeats the purpose. So I would have preferred it if you can find one with an HDMI, connector, because this is what you need. If DVI is what you need, go for it. If you still want to get this graphic card and the connector is an issue to you, that you can solve it with an adapter or a converter. So because I don't think you'll run up any really high performance setup or get a really powerful expensive monitor if you're going to use this graphic card. It has a fan in case you want to overclock it. That's a completely different subject, and I wasn't in the mood to actually go on and download the drivers and the application to overclock this thing. But if you could, it will achieve a bit higher frame rate. So it's really good. This thing cost us around $130 because I wanted the specific model with the fan. You can get this without the fan from EVGA, which is still good. But I would suggest you get yourself one with the fan, even if you had to pay a little bit more. And so you can overclock it and you will be able to run it cool. And I got this. It's great. I love it. Some people would argue, hey, get yourself with that. I used 750 or 760. You could, but this consumes way less power, so you can save up on the power supply as well. So this is a newer technology, consumes less power, generates less heat. I would suggest to go for this. So would I recommend this graphic card? Yes. For those who are from the States, this cost me around $130. I paid so much for it. I could have gotten it used for way less. I could have got it for like 95 to 100. For people who are in Qatar, this graphic card, a DDR5, will cost you, not this specific model, but a 1030 will cost you around used 250 to 350 riyals. You save up a lot of cash. A brand new one, this would cost you around plus shipping, 550 reals. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Would I recommend this graphic card? Yes, I would recommend it for if you are running on a budget. It's a great graphic card. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like the video if you guys like the video. If subscribe for more, and if you want to see more of us guys, hit that little subscribe button. Well, I don't know what's with the notification thing, Rob. Everyone's like, hit the notification. Don't bother hitting the notification. We're still haven't grown big enough to be annoyed by you. Like, hey, the black guy is here on YouTube again. So yeah, you know, Rob, I've stopped doing YouTube videos for quite a while. I've even forgot the slogan, man. It's just shit. It's a bad day. Like the video subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, that's basically it. So yeah, all of that, guys, and who knows, like the video, guys. If you like it, share it with your friends, let them know that we exist. Maybe if we had no use for this, we'd probably pick one of the guys who comment and send it to them, you know. Maybe, I'm not guaranteed, but maybe if we had no any use for it, we'd probably get in touch with you and send it to you. So yeah, thanks guys, I'll see you guys in the next one.